Top 10 Crazy Camilla moments that prove she is psycho. Number 10, the royal family versus Camilla. Even though Charles and Camilla's relationship was very serious, Camilla was still viewed negatively by the royals. For one thing, she was thought to be an experienced woman, which made her a no-go for the royal family when it came to finding Prince Charles a princess. In addition, she was just not thought to be sufficiently aristocratic to be a princess. It's no secret or surprise that Diana's two sons never truly accepted Camilla once Charles brought her into the family, and although William might be less vocal about his opinion on her, especially as a future king, Harry never held back his feelings about the queen consort. As the notorious third member of Princess Diana and then Prince Charles's marriage, she faces criticism constantly, resembling the evil stepmother from fairy tales. Number 9, phone call transcripts. In the wake of the separation announcement, multiple media outlets published the Tampon Gate's tape transcript. Some outlets referred to the tape as Camilla Gate in reference to Charles's mistress. Others speculated whether the tape would prevent Charles from someday ascending to the throne. The public was so interested that people could call a phone number to listen to the tape of the actual phone call. A full transcript of the call depicts Charles and Camilla playing the age-old lovers game of refusing to hang up the phone on one another at the end of the call before it gets a little frisky. Number 8, not the Queen's choice. It is not a secret that the extramarital affair between Charles and Camilla rocked the crown to its foundation and put the final nail in the coffin of Diana and Charles' strained marriage. Queen Elizabeth was more furious than anyone else, so much that the Duchess wasn't even allowed to enter the palace for some time. She had her first official meeting with the Queen in 2000 because the late Queen had refused to meet her before then. Number 7, public reaction. King Charles' second wife Camilla is unlikely to be forgiven for her role in the breakdown of the Wales marriage because of Diana's legacy, which has won her a new generation of admirers. In the early 90s, when Charles appeared to confirm rumors that he had been having an affair during an interview with Jonathan Dimbleby, Camilla became a person of interest. Charles stated that Camilla had been a friend for a very long time and will continue to be a friend for a very long time. And the sovereign conceded to being dedicated to Diana just until his marriage had hopelessly separated. Susanna Reid, host of Good Morning Britain, suggested in the beginning of the discussion that the British public had moved past their negative feelings towards Camilla in the 90s, following her 2005 marriage to Charles and seamless integration into the royal family. Number 6, getting the press on her side. The newly styled queen consort appears to have made a conscious effort to woo the very press that made her life hell for over a decade, displaying her strength and intelligence. According to jurors, she was seen out and about with Charles as soon as she got married, and when people met her, they were surprised by how warm, friendly, and funny she was. She impressed them. On top of that, she was agreeable to the press and accommodating to Pap. They composed cordial things about her and distributed great photos, and slowly the general visibilities of her changed. The simple, cherishing connection among Camilla and Charles was likewise obvious during their public appearances, a long ways from Charles and Diana's stressed last excursions. In an interview for the documentary Our Queen, Charles spoke of her with pride after a trip to Papua New Guinea in 2012. He said that he believed they appreciated her straightforward and jovial demeanor. Staff at the palace claimed that Camilla also makes it easier to work for Charles, who is known for his irritability and outbursts. She would be sitting at the table listening to him behave badly, and all she would have to do is look at him and the whole atmosphere would change. Her power is crazy. Number 5, control. Diana claimed that Camilla was trying to control Harry and William's lives by taking them on international trips and cutting off their contact with the palace. Diana also accused Camilla of causing a rift between the brothers and said that they had been hurt by her behavior. She believed Camilla was manipulating Charles to further her own agenda and warned him not to trust her. Diana's comments caused a storm in the media, with many people questioning Camilla's influence over the royal family. In response, Camilla denied all accusations and claimed she was only interested in helping Harry and William succeed in their roles as future kings. She defended herself against any rumors of manipulation or control, saying, "I've always respected them both." Charles also spoke out on the issue, stating he had full confidence in Camilla's ability to help guide his sons. He went on to say that she was a true asset and had his utmost respect, making it clear he would not be taking Diana's advice on this matter. Number 4, blindsided princes. It's said that William and Harry were blindsided by their late grandmother's decision to approve Camilla's title as queen consort. According to Christopher Anderson, royal expert and author, the decision was driving a wedge within the royal family. Although it is said that William and Harry are now friends with Camilla, Prince Charles, their father, has a long history of having an affair with her in the 80s and 90s while he was still married to their mother, Princess Diana. In the end, Charles and Diana split up in 92 and divorced in 96, and Charles and Camilla tied the knot in 2005. According to Anderson, who spoke with the publication, she was begrudgingly letting him do this, and one of the key elements was he promised Camilla would never be called queen consort. Her Majesty was miserable during Charles' second marriage ceremony. Number 3, the big affair. Now, this is no big secret. Camilla was hiding a high-profile affair from the world, or at the very least tried to. Charles and Camilla made every effort to keep their extramarital affair from Diana and the rest of the world, despite the fact that the Princess of Wales was well aware of it. Before Diana and Charles filed for divorce, Camilla was regarded as a villain. She was also resented right up until the Princess of Wales' untimely passing in 97. Princess Diana's misfortune was not specifically attributed to the Duchess of Cornwall. They did, however, discover a newfound hatred for her greatest foe after her passing in the Paris car accident. And because of that, Camilla was forced to hide for months. Number 2, the impact of Diana's passing. Commentators were almost unanimous in their belief that Charles would never marry Camilla, even if she had been his love of his life. Despite the national outrage and finger-pointing over Diana's passing, at the time 2/3 of respondents to a television poll said that Charles should not be allowed to become king if he married Camilla. And he'd been seeing her since the middle of the 1980s. After Diana's passing, one mourner said Camilla should leave the country, as she laid flowers outside the princess's house. None of this would have happened without the mistress. And finally, number 1, the mistress. The public seemed to point the finger directly at Camilla and label her the mistress who caused Diana's passing. The Netflix series The Crown brought Diana's experiences and pain back to life, sparking a new backlash against Camilla. Every photo on the monarch's Instagram was filled with comments that said Diana forever and other comments that suggested Diana will not be forgotten. But that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more news on your faves, and I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.